and welcome to Commit to Change, otherwise known as the C2C podcast that gives a voice to the people who may be considered a small fry in their industry, but are doing big things in their communities. And this is Miss Nikki, the Jane of all trades, but the master of living. I am committed to introducing local VIPs, vivaciously inspiring people to encourage you on your daily journey, as well as know what is possibly happening around you in your area. And as always, we have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious guest in the house. Today we have Candice, and as you said, I know you as Williams.
That's right.
Okay, really?
No, it's Point-Du-Jour. Kandice Nicole Point-Du-Jour.
Point-Du-Jour. Yes, that's the show. So I have permission to do this because I have known this young lady forever.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wait, how long have I known you again? It's been
like what? The start of school?
Jeez. Second grade? Has it been second grade? Oh my gosh. So a long time without saying what age we are and how long ago second grade was. So it was absolutely fantastic. We have known each other for a while. So I have permission to jack her name. Because I'm almost certain she wouldn't be able to say my current last name either. So it's all.
Say it. What is it again?
Fogel. Yes.
Okay, I'll work on it. You work on mine.
Yes. I mean, I'm saying visually. If you would have saw it, you'd be like, yeah, okay.
Right. But Point-Du-Jour is like
Point-Du-Jour.
It means point of the day. You know, high noon.
Oh, well, today's Point-Du-Jour is Candice. Yes. So what is cool and exciting about this young lady is that she is a fellow artiste. We've danced together. And we've worked together on something, haven't we? I feel like we did something together. I don't know.
Oh, no. You always around. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm always there. Yes. Okay. So anyway,
my daughter went to your dance school. Remember?
Yes. I do remember that. It took the. I won't name the name of the company because they're not paying me. So yes, she took that class that I was offering. Yes, for the little bit. Which it seems just like yesterday, so that's also strange. Okay, but anyway, so let's go on because we will talk here all day. So what is absolutely wonderful is that she has gotten into working in essential oils, and I wanted to give you a little snippet or background as to her decision in going into essential oils. And basically she started using essential oils about 2 years ago. That's correct, Candice?
Yes, absolutely.
And she started seeing the health benefits for that. And audience, I love to share things that is helpful to uplifting self. So this is right in the same realm of that with health and wellness. So she started using Young Living supplements and essential oils. And with her research, she found out how many store brands have toxins and chemicals. And so she continued on into this journey to learn about it. And now she's offering out to other people to teach people to take control of their own health and wellness and become gatekeepers of what products come into their own homes. So tell us a little bit about your wellness line, Kiss of Wellness. Tell us a little bit about you, and let the audience get to know you personally as Miss Du-Jour.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Kandice Nicole Point-Du-Jour. Kandice Nicole of Kiss of Wellness, and I'm a mover and a shaker naturally. Nicole already said, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. Nicole already said that I'm a dancer, but I'm a dance educator, and I've been teaching in the public school systems in a high school for about 18, 19 years now. And I can't believe that, right? So I've been doing that for 18 to 19 years. I'm also certified in Pilates. So wellness, whole body wellness is something that was always dear to my heart, something that's not foreign to me. But then I started to see what I know to do for the body on the outside in terms of for dance and technique and exercising and Pilates. And, you know, sometimes you just have to apply what you know. So we have to go back to the basics. But in terms of essential oils and what got me started 2 years ago, I started looking for holistic and opportunities for myself. I was going through many different things that I needed support for on many different, you know, pharmacy things, and I wanted to look for things for a holistic health. So I got started with essential oils, but 2 years ago, I started using things from the store, from the drugstore, from the grocery store, and because I didn't know. But when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And with my research, I realized that Young Living essential oils were pure, totally pure, no toxins, no chemicals. So the store brand that I was using, yeah, it might have smelled good, but it was really doing more harm to my body. So with that, I started using that in this year in early March, and the benefits that I saw with that in my body right away has blown me away. And I'm not someone usually that would go into just go into selling something, and I'm more of an educating type of person. But because I started using them and seeing the benefits for, you know, for different areas of my bodies, whether it had to do with seasonal congestion, whether it had to be support for allergies, if it had to be support for respiratory health, if it was support for my blood work, it blew me away in the time frame that it did. And because of that, I started sharing with my loved ones because I wanted them to be healthy too. And so that's really how I started Kids of Wellness. I wanted to spread wellness, whole body wellness, mind, body, spirit, and soul to one another. But beyond that, I'm a mother. You know, I'm a mother of two, a son who's 14, starting his freshman year, really excited about that. I'm also a mom to my daughter who is 10, who's in 5th grade. I also helped raise my nephew since the age of 12, and he's 20. My sister-in-law had passed away at that time, and we brought him in, so he's one of mine. And so I have 3 kids, and I want all of us to be healthy and to teach them at an early age what to do for their bodies, how to take care of themselves. It's so important that we take care of ourselves, especially with all the pollution that's in the air, all the toxins and chemicals that you don't know about that's in your home. So that's basically how I got started with Kids of Wellness.
Awesome. So what would you say was your biggest obstacle since you made this decision to commit your life to educating people about health and wellness in the sense of essential oils, and how did you overcome it, if you have?
Biggest obstacle, I would say, before it was, you know, I'm sharing with my friends and family. Once I started to go beyond that, I wanted people to understand my heart and understand that I really care and genuine about the process. That it's not just here, use this product just for product's sake. It's really an investment. So what I do is I tell people, you know, once you purchase our kit, and we'll talk about that later, I give you education. We don't just leave you and say, here's a product. You go to Target and you get a little product, and then, you know, you may or may not know how to use it. Here we give you education, and just setting up those educational systems for people so that they can learn ongoing education. Very good. And education is key. One thing that you said was that, you know, people buy products and they don't have the education in order how to use it, and sometimes it will cause them to either not use it correctly or not use it at all, and then claim that that product or item did not help them. And even within my personal training, when I had clients that were like, okay, well, when can we do this again? I'm like, the point of me training you is so you can learn how to do this on your own. Yes, absolutely. I would love to take your money consistently, but that is not, that is not my job, is to teach you so you can do it on your own. Right, exactly. So in that, who do you say, because having a business, especially when you are already taken, you're so much of you is being taken away from yourself when you're already having a job, you have your husband, you have your children, it can take a lot out of you. So who do you say is your biggest supporter? My biggest supporter, hands down, is my husband and my parents. I mean, they're so supportive. They really want to learn and understand it. They were my biggest skeptics, I could say, first off. And once I knew that I got them involved and understood exactly what these products do for your body, then I know I can talk to anyone, because those, you know, your family, your friends, those are the ones like, okay, well, maybe. And then once they use it and see how it helps support them, then they're just here. But they help support me. My husband is just amazing at home. He allows me to do this. He, you know, we work together. I still have my full-time job. You know, all of those things. So it's juggling motherhood, is juggling, you know, my own personal life, is juggling marriage. And it's just a whole juggling effect and finding balance. And that's all part of wellness as well. And my parents are just wonderful. But I must say, I have a great community of oily community. And they are so supportive in helping me continue educating myself and just giving me support. Right now, I'm in a class called Momentum, Momentum for your business, Momentum for understanding more about how essential oils affect your body, every cell in your body. So a lot of support. I do have a lot of support. And if you don't have support, then you have to talk to yourself and speak wisdom in life into your own self. And I do that as well.
Tell it, Candy. Go ahead, girl. Awesome, awesome. So, okay, now please tell me, because we already know just from what you're talking about, you are throwing out so much value just in the conversation that we're having today. But I want to know, how do you feel that you are adding value to your community?
Absolutely. First of all, I feel like a lot of people do not know alternatives or know how to use things. Essential oils is something that God placed here on earth, and that was used in many different facets of life. And, you know, we strayed away from it. We started making things synthetically, all of those things. And it's affecting our body. You know, I'm not a doctor. I cannot prescribe anything. I cannot tell you, you know, here, use this because of this. This will do this. But what I can do is educate you so that you can make the best choice for your body. And I think the value that I bring to the community is spreading the word and really getting people to start thinking about their choices, that what they're putting into their body, what they're bringing into their home and cleaning their home with. Start to think about those things, because those are the things that we don't think about. And then you find out, this is why this may be happening, or this issue may be happening, and you didn't realize you brought that into your home, and on the back, you're not really reading the ingredients. So education, 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 spreading wellness, really being genuine about wellness and helping people to understand there is alternatives and there is a better way to take care of your body. There's nothing like taking care of your body. You only get one. You only get one body. You got to take care of it inside and out.
Yes, yes, very good. So, Candice, I have to ask, what advice or what tips would you give to someone who is sitting on the fence of their field of dreams and and don't have the same initiative that you had to kind of take that step to go over?
Right, right. My pastor always says nothing beats a failure but a try. And I believe that you have to get up and do it. You have to put action to it. We've all have sat on things and we all have tried things, but it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail, because when you get back up, every chance you try to do that, you will succeed. And you have to believe in yourself. If you never try, you'll never know what to do. If you never go for it or take that leap, you'll never know what can come from it. So I would urge you to definitely stand up, start with your steps, put one foot in front of the other. And I'm actually doing that literally, because I just had an Achilles rupture. So that really just put everything back from that. But you literally got to put one foot in front of the other and try it. If something doesn't work, okay, let's work it out. Let's figure out, troubleshoot, see what's working, see what's not, and go back to it. But don't stop. You are important, you're worth it, and you should know that you matter. So get up, try it, and keep pushing. That's all.
Awesome. All right, it's time to go into our lightning round. Are you ready?
Woo-hoo. All right, I'll try.
Okay. All right. What initially held you back from making your commitment to change?
Thinking it wouldn't work.
Okay. What is the best advice you've ever received?
From my mother, and this can pertain to anything. I know this is lightning round, but I have something to say. My mother, actually, when I had my son, the first advice that she told me is to do to pretend you're in an airplane. And, when you pull down that oxygen mask, to put it on yourself first and then take care of everybody else. She said, and make sure that you take time out for yourself. So with everything, and it's hard sometimes, I'm going to be truthful, but I always think what my mother told me, okay, put that oxygen mask on so I can be productive for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly on that. That's actually an advice that a lot of people are in this industry are doing things like that. They talk about it's got to do for self. Yep. All right. So share a personal habit that contributes to your success.
I think I'm a very positive person. I always think, yes, you can, for the most part. I know I said in the beginning that I think, maybe it wouldn't work or something, but then you have to get over that. You have to speak life into it. I'm always very optimistic. I'm genuine at heart. And that's something I think contributes to my business, contributes just to overall life.
Awesome. What book would you recommend to the Commit to Change audience and why?
Yes. So I started reading Soar by T.D. Jakes prior to all of it. So I was reading Soar maybe in between when I was doing research about essential oils. And remember, Kiss of Wellness wasn't even a thought at that time. So I was reading that and I was just like, I have something more in me. I always knew I wanted to do something else. I'm at a point in my career right now. I love what I do. I love doing it. But sometimes you're ceiling out and you hit the ceiling at that time. And it's like so much more in here. It's like wanted to burst open. So when I started reading Soar, I didn't have a business in mind, because a lot of times when you are a dance teacher, people think that you want to have a studio. And I never wanted a studio. I didn't want the late hours at night. I didn't want the weekends. The way I did that, I used to work in a studio. So I love educating in school. So SOAR really started me on my flight. I started having thoughts and thinking of different things. And I said, dance, Pilates, I love wellness. I love to be on the beach. That's part of wellness. It relaxes you. It brings peace to your soul. So SOAR really, I think, cultivated me into moving into soaring into where I am right now and continuing me on my way up.
And continuing to soar. And that book is awesome. I actually listened to it on audio. And
yeah, me too.
Okay, hey, and just him speaking, that in itself, well, no, it was not him, it was somebody else
it was somebody else, but you could feel.
But you felt it because you already know his voice. So
right.
You imagine him, and I'm just like, yes. Okay. All right. So if you found out that you had 1 hour left to live and you were given the opportunity to share one final message, what would it be?
Jesus lives. Just know and accept him as your personal savior. Point blank and period.
Okay. All right. So Miss Candice, do you have like a business name or like a nickname, or you just want to be Kandice Nicole Point-Du-Jour?
Well, actually, for my business, I actually dropped the Point-Du-Jour because I'm Mrs. Point-Du-Jour, Mrs. PDJ in my full-time job, and I felt like I needed a new identity, but still something that belongs to me. So I'm Kandice Nicole of Kiss of Wellness. Kandice Nicole is the face of Kiss of Wellness, and I just want to spread that wellness and cheer, mind, body, and soul and spirit to the masses.
All right. Well, how can our audience find out more about you and what you are doing?
Absolutely. My website is kissofwellness.com. On there's links to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Kissofwellness.com. Kiss of Wellness on Facebook, Kiss of Wellness on Instagram. Starting to dibble dabble in Twitter. Not too good with it, but working it out. So follow me, help me out there. on YouTube as Kiss of Wellness. And I just started a blog, and you can find that on my website as well.
Awesome. And that's a wrap. I want to thank you again. I want to thank our audience for listening. I want to thank our guest, Miss Kandice Nicole of Kiss of Wellness, for being our VIP guest today. Our VIP guest today. And again, thank you for our listeners for tuning in. We hope you feel inspired to keep moving forward towards your goals and stick with or make a commitment to change your life. Please make sure to check out the links provided by our guests and share today's podcast and information with anyone and everyone you feel may benefit from it. And remember, in order to get to the top of the steps, you have to take the first step. Just don't step on anyone on the way, because you just might trip. This is Miss Nikki. Till next time. Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.